Our power.
People power.
As a Ugandan community in the UK, we are standing at the so-called Uganda High Commission, which is a crime scene. This is the representative of the repression in Uganda. A repression of murder in Uganda. Repression of dictatorship and human rights abuse in Uganda. As we stand here today to commemorate our fathers and brothers, mothers and sisters who were murdered on the 18th and 19th of November 2020, we're still asking questions. Who was responsible for their murder? We know it's the brutal dictator Museveni, because he accepted that out of the 300 people who were murdered on those 2 days, 54 were murdered by his special forces. But up to now, there is no justice. There is no accountability from the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda. And we'll never give up. We'll never give up on our dead brothers and sisters. We are calling on the brutal dictator to bring their dead bodies, to bring their bones, so that they can be given a send-off, decent send-off. Because it's now coming to 5 years, none of them are seen around. The likes of Damira Christopher, John Bosco Chibalama, I can read and read on. They are still missing, but they are presumed and it's confirmed they are dead. There were some of them, they were given to the crocodiles on the Nile. Some of them, they were thrown in Victoria Falls or Lake Victoria. We are still asking those difficult questions from the brutal dictator. A brutal dictator who has been in power for 40 years. And up to now, Ugandans are not free. Up to now, we don't have democracy in Uganda. Up to now, human rights is being abused in Uganda. Men and women are being raped on daily basis. Young boys are being sodomized. Men are being castrated. As we stand here, Ugandans are being tortured in the so-called safe houses. These are death torture chambers where men and women are being abducted and taken into these death torture chambers, tortured to death, men castrated, women raped, young boys sodomized. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
We are here for accountability. We are calling on the UK government to stop the funding of Museveni's regime. We are calling on the UK government to stop the £1 billion investment into our torture. That £1 billion going to Uganda is going to torture us. It's being invested in our rape. It's being invested in our kidnap. We are calling on the UK government to invest in our policemen here in the UK. We are calling on the UK government to spend that £1 billion by housing the homeless people off the streets in London. We are calling on the UK government to invest that money in housing so that everyone can have a shot over their head. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Thank you for listening.
People power. Muraya, we are fighting for freedom. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
We are here to remember those innocent bloods that were ordered by General Museveni soldiers to kill and be murdered on the streets of Kampala in November 2020. Just like all over the world, including the UK, remember those who were lost in the World War in November. In Uganda, we have a November massacre, which was conducted by General Museveni and his son Muhoozi. whom he has groomed to become a general in the Ugandan army. This general was, including General Khan Hero, who was sanctioned by the US government, including also the UK government, ordered the soldiers to go and kill peaceful protesters, civilians on the street. And that money which is being used to support the Ugandan army was used to kill innocent Ugandans. We are here to call the UK government and their allies, including EU, the European Union and the USA, to stop funding dictator Museveni and his government. Because dictator Museveni and his government are corrupt. Recently, Anita Amongo is being involved in the corruption and she's been sanctioned by the UK government. The same, the Speaker Anita Amongo, the same we call for General Museveni and his son and his ministers to be sanctioned by the UK and their allies. The allies, the money that you're being sent to Africa or to Uganda, recently the UK government admitted they've sent money to help the UK government to fight Mpox. Mpox has not killed many Ugandans. However, the money, the £1 billion every year that goes to Uganda has been used to prevent democracy, to prevent a peaceful change of government, to prevent a civilian-led government. That money, that taxpayers' money has no accountability. The people who come to the streets, to the Ugandan parliament to protest against corruption are being arrested by the Uganda police, which is being funded by the UK. There is no justice, there is no freedom. There is abduction. Recently, they abducted a former leader of opposition, Kizza Besigye, from Kenya. That means there is impunity between the Kenyan government and the Ugandan government. How can someone be arrested from another country, abducted, when they were illegally in that country, and then taken back to another country with claims, Trump staff charges that they have been caught with a pistol or guns? If that is the case, the UK government is being challenged with double standards because they are continuing to spoil the dictatorship in Uganda, the dictatorship in Kenya, and all over East Africa. All the conflicts which are happening, the killings of Congolese, they are all being funded by Ugandan government. The Congolese have been killed for many years, over 30 years, because of Museveni's military dictatorship in Uganda. We call upon the International Criminal Court to indict Museveni, Mohos, and his aiders. Museveni must be arrested by the International Criminal Court. Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must be arrested.
Museveni must be arrested.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
UK government, stop funding Museveni. UK government, stop funding dictatorship in Uganda. We are here to remember those who are killed, civilians, by the Ugandan UPDF, which is trained by the UK government to kill civilians who are fighting for democracy.